Hello, and welcome to the circus. I'm your host, Phoenix Electra, and as we start off with all of our shows, it's time for cats to have snacks. Cats and snacks. Welcome, welcome. Let me get the snack sack. Okay, hold. Oh my God, big boy. No, these are not your snacks. Those are Freya Froofer's snacks. She doesn't do tricks. She just eats out of my hand. Oh, somebody needs snackies. Cat snack companies, if you want to sponsor us, the cats would be super excited. How's everybody doing today? Let's make sure cats have nice, clean, healthy teeth. Okay, all the snacks have been had. I took out more snacks than I needed. How's the audio? Is my mouth too close? Am I too far away? Okay, all right. The delay that I'm waiting. Let's see here. Sounds great. Cat's adorable. Yes, they are adorable. Thanks, Dove. All right, cats had snacky snacks. All right, you guys didn't have your dry food, so we'll have just like a handful more snacks as we get started this morning. And I dry my fingers off. Oh, snack attack from the cats. Snacks, snacks, snacks. All right. How's everybody's day going? It's been a week. I've been in the schmushers, but I got cat spittle all over my hands. Let me dry my fingers off and have a Freya Fruifers, you licked my hand senseless. So as you might have seen from the title, we are in the home stretch. Oh, lipstick in my. That's my tea. That's not. Loki, stay out of my cocktail. I mean my teacup. We are in the home stretch of our tulip corset. Oh, I'm going to try to... okay, scratch that. I'll show you that momentarily because Loki's decided that he wants my corset instead. All right, we're going to have one of these mornings. We have... oh, the camera's too far away. One lacing strip with 2 last eyelets to sew. And did I bring my all over? I know nobody laughed at my Instagram punny post where I had a picture of my awl and my lacing strip, and I said, AWL, I need is you. Har, har, har. Nobody liked it. I don't know what's going on with Instagram. I was up to 210 followers. Now I'm back down to 208. I don't know what's going on with that platform. But welcome to my exclusive 12 subscriber community here. So here we have 1/2 of a corset, and I need to tack down these beautiful sparkle bits. And I'd be so much close. I was getting ready to start stitching down the bottom binding, but realized that I do not have the right cutting tool for... as I'm looking behind. Oh, there's my awl. The steel boning, because I do not yet acquired tin snips or bolt cutters, so I can't completely finish this piece off. Oh, getting distracted by Loki putting his big feet in the water dish. But we have 2 halves of a corset. We are so close to being done. I need to cut the boning and bind off for my modesty panel in the back. Because I'm pretty sure I can get a 2-inch waist reduction at the actual waist, but my rib cage and hips, they're just kind of what they're at, so it might be a little bit more, but it'll be fine. So let's let's poke some holes and get these eyelets done. We've got thread to tack down our sequin trim because if I'm going to make something, it needs to look cute up front, up close, and from the nosebleed section because I'm a weirdo. In addition, because me and my sewing machine have been friendly this week, I have just left to finish whip stitching down the bias binding for my fantastical dressing gown, which I might actually wear next week when I take pictures for the cozy red carpet because I kind of feel like a evil queen with these color choices, but it's just so fabulous and comfortable. And what else did I do this week? I have the bottom part for my newest combinations done, and I might actually go through and hand crochet the beaded lace and the details. So we've got the back, we've got a front. I only had to take out one seam in this where I put the arm, I sewed the shoulder oddly. It's like, how did I do that? So it just needs a little more hoo-has and doodads and to be put together. I've got my pin so I know which side is the front. It'll be easier once the lacing is in there because I will tie it at the front, not the back. Oh, something is pinning me. I'm getting poked by porcupines in my belly. That's kind of uncomfortable. But I know I showed up today, I barely put on any lipstick, made sure I put on clean clothes, and was like, this is what we're working with today. And since this is in my lap, let me just work to the end of this while I whip stitch this down because it'd be fabulous to just throw this over my shoulders because it's not too hot, not too cold. Where's my big porcupine? There you are. Hello, porcupine. But what's everybody working on this week? How's everybody's time going? Let's see here. Been watching Shakara Transformations for a while. She competed this weekend at the Amateur Olympia over in Romania. Her package was amazing. I'm so sad to see that she only got third place, and the girl who got second was actually coached by one of the judges, which, oh, that feels kind of funny, but she looked great. Her package this time was spectacular, and it's so hard when you work so hard and you don't get the placing that you wanted, but when you just show up and do your best, then sometimes that's the lesson in life. You just show up and do your best. Because things are subjective. What were her notes? She was too conditioned and her glutes weren't big enough, which, whatevs. And then, getting made a comment yesterday I did on one of Coach Greg's posts, made a oopsie in my math, got called out, and then was getting trolled on by some other kid, and I was like, I almost deleted the post. It kind of made me mad, but whatever, dumb kids. So silly. But whatever. We're here. We're stitching. My underpinnings are almost done. And next week we might be tackling online live stream drafting of the 7 Gore skirt from the, I'm going to forget the name of the book. It's in archive.org. because I found from, as I was scrolling through that text, a few, they have drafting instructions for a riding skirt, which is split. And I want one to go on top of all these beautiful underpinnings. So I need to draft it, and since they start with the 7-gore skirt pattern, I was like, well, maybe I should start there, figure out how to understand the instructions so that I can then do the appropriate modifications to make the split skirt. Oh, hey cats! Oh, no, I'm getting in my way. Kind of like this camera setup better, everybody. We're all just like hanging out this morning. And yeah, so I've got this to finish. I have all these sequins to tack on and a little bit more binding, and then just a little of this, a little of that, and we'll be ready to start some new projects here pretty soon. So that is always exciting. And I can't wait for more people. I want like a lively, engaging chat, but such is not the case. But I did have 2 people stop by randomly for like a hot second during my Shop My Stash trim edition last night, because I thought I was going to have all sorts of different laces to cover up the edges on these seams on my corset, and then I had a whole bunch pinned down, was looking at it and was like, I just don't love it. So I took them all off. And then decided to go with the sparkly sequins instead, because why not? Might as well have more sparkle than last time. Yep, what else is going on? Started watching season 3 of Making the Cut this morning after I binged on my normal costuming craziness. So I love watching people be creative. So I'm gonna probably finish binge watching that later, or the first, second, and third episodes. Then there's Glow Up over on the Netflix, and Blown Away, because I was fortunate enough as a young human to be able to go to the Corning Museum of Glass on a couple of times, and I love it there. I especially loved sitting in the gallery and watching the makers in the hot shop. It just, oh, I love it. And when I was a little bit older, I had an opportunity to actually blow a piece of glass in a hot shop that you can't see from this angle. And it shows, I'll take a picture of it sometime. But it's been around a long time. It's so hard, but it was so much fun. Yeah, I just really get inspired by watching other people be creative. And I'm gonna complain again. I so enjoy watching all of these beautiful curated cinematic experience curated YouTube videos, and then here I show up in whatever I feel like and just stitch and bitch to nobody except for the human who lives in my house, who I coerce into watching. Hopefully they're still watching. I've gotten no engagement in a while, so it's possible that they checked my audio and checked out. Which wouldn't be the first time. But it's fine. It's fine. We'll get some guests on here pretty soon, and that'll liven things up a little bit. And I was like, oh, should I have a list? Oh, here, should we do some pop culture complaining? What is Eve Barlow doing on Bondi Beach? Did she marry Amber Heard? Hey, Law Patrol. Amber Heard might be in Australia right now. You guys better get on it while she's there. I mean, she might be there. Just nab her for this whole dog debacle and just get it done with. Ay, ay, ay. Do not understand that human. I just hope her kid's safe, honestly. That's the human in me is like, just don't be an ass. But then I was seeing these like weird rumors that maybe she doesn't have a baby and she just rents one for photo shoots, which would be super weird. But I guess when you're a celebrity, you can do weird shit like that. I don't know. Did I? Oh, well, I guess I'm done stitching this one down for right now because I left the white thread all the way across the other side of the room. But it's got a, you can't even see the collar. We have a collar, we have cuteness. We have silk and ruffles. Silk and hooplas and doodads galore. Oh, right. Let's get these eyelets done because I can't finish off this second piece, the top trim, until this part is done. Pardon me. Hey, Loki. Loki, do you want to play with me? Loki, come play. Play with my bias binding. Be cute on camera. I don't think people show up to see me. They just come to see you guys. People just come for the cats. Which is fine. I'd just stay for my cats too. I'm not much to look at. But yeah, seriously, Instagram, I keep trying to add better hashtags, do this, do that, try to do all the right things, show up, post a gajillion things, try to be consistent, and I cannot crack 210. I don't know if I just have weird bots that follow me or what. Actually, that's not completely true. I do know that I have like real humans that follow me because I know some of them in real life, but my numbers and my engagement on all my socials is terrible. And all I want to do is be liked. Or disliked, but just leave me comments. It's fine. I'm alright with myself. I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea, coffee, or chocolate, nor do I try to be, nor do I want to be. However, why can't the people who like me find me? Oh well. That's our complaining for this morning. Or I guess it's this afternoon. He's got his big paws. Loki, you're just off the screen. Could you move a little closer? Can you come a little closer so that everybody can see your cuteness? I should be careful with the sequence. I do not want them to rip and be all crazy everywhere. So I already described how to do this. I'm making a little detail, getting to the next eyelet hole, push the threads apart with the awl. I make a little circle-ish stitch around where I'm going to do the buttonholes for reinforcement, and that's what I just saw in the old-fashioned sewing manuals as to how you sew eyelets. So figured if the techniques lasted for however many hundreds of years, then it's good enough for me. And then once I'm done, I get distracted by cats who are fighting with each other and being so rude by not doing it on camera. And I just push it open a little bit more till almost where the stitches are because I don't want to pop them. Stick the awl through the hole, take it out, and now we're going to do a line of buttonhole stitches. It's just that straightforward. and way easier than me fighting with the grommet tool that I do not enjoy, and I just literally don't have enough grommets. So maybe one eventually will be fancy and have one of those like big industrial ones that sits on your table, but at this point I have not had enough need to sew that many, to put in that many eyelets or grommets, so we just do it this way. Does it take time? You betcha. Is it fine? Is it worth it to me? Yes. So, whatever. Because I'm just trying to go through my stash and make beautiful things that make me feel happy and purty, and ideally hoopable at the end, because, as we've mentioned before, it can't just look good. They have to perform their job. And I just go through and sew a whole bunch of little buttonhole stitches until I decide that I've sewn enough. This is the penultimate button eyelet. Oh, we're so close. So close. I know, I'm so glad I wasn't fighting with my machine this weekend. I tightened up the bobbin case just a smidgers and just decided to slow down my foot on the pedal. And the tension has been much better since that, so maybe I've just been rushing. And the machine doesn't like it, which is fine. I can be a little bit more slow. It's not about rushing through everything, it's about doing it well. So, that is where we're at. Oh, I'm so tired because I've been staying up so late sewing and watching the YouTubes. Silly YouTubes. Oh, there's goes my thimble. Oh, and of course I'm going to run out of thread before I can finish this one. Oh well. It happens. It's fine. It's fine. Oh man, I gotta stop with the yawning on stream today. I should have had enough coffee. I had my normal amount. Maybe it was the extra hot bath I took before bed. I was like, oh, I just need to soak in some hot water. Some hot water. Oops. Okay. And that happens sometimes. Let me make this a little bit. Yeah, so we are going to be done with these projects this week. So what did I say we're working on next? We're going to start drafting that 7-gauge skirt and pick out some fabric from my stash for the mock-up. Well, hopefully I can have a wearable mock-up, so I'll find something pleasing to me. And let's see here. Oh, right, we have a corset, so we have our we've got the combinations, we have our corset, so we need a corset cover, a shirt, and something for my legs. Yeah, wow, words. They can be challenging frequently. As they are. And I'm going to sync that, set that, and snippity snip. Oh, maybe we'll be fancy and see. You cannot really see this very well because my camera is far away from me now and I can't do the cute YouTube-y things. Got this gold, let's see, this is sulky metallic Let's do the last buttonhole in gold. Buttonhole eyelet in this fancy gold thread, because I can do what I want, and I'm curious to see how it's going to play. And it's the last one. So, because they are related but not identical. Eyelet lacing strips. Is it going to be strip? Well, this could be a fail, but I won't know unless I try it. First part's going to be, how do I free this? What's going on here? How do I free my thread? Okay, yes, this is the look of pondering confusion. That was too tight. Alright, we'll just rip it. Let me just trim a little of that off. Oh, this should be enough. I might regret this, but it's gonna look so pretty, but I might regret this. This might be a very sensitive eyelet. At least it's at the bottom, so hopefully it, well, we'll find out when we get to the lacing, because we are not there yet. Okay. Ooh, it looks so pretty against the black. Alright, if anything, at least it's going to look cute. How well it's going to hold up compared to the other ones, I have no idea. Only time will tell. Oh, I think I'm making this one way too big. What's happening? Oh, come through. Alright, I'm live. I'm supposed to be talking to y'all, folks. Come on, chat. Be more engaging. I want to ride. I know that we're a very exclusive bunch, but this is almost getting a little too exclusive. I know. Right. I know. And there's the delay in the YouTubes. I don't know. Nothing. I'm just kvetching. This is the Sunday stitching bitch. And now I'm talking to people in real life that you can't hear as I kvetch. All I know is this gold eyelet is gonna be sparkles galore. Be nice. Don't. Ooh, this is a bear to stitch with. It's so pretty. Oy, oy, oy. Who let the cats out? Meow, 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 meow. Who let the cats out? Meow, 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 meow. No, but I'm super excited to watch all the panels and stuff for Kozai next, the costume symposium next weekend. Gotta get my pictures ready so I can be tagged and included over on the Instagrams. So I am frantically trying to get my underpinnings done for the Sunday Undie event, which I'm most excited about because that and the red carpet, the ice cream social, I'm like, yeah, I don't really eat ice cream very much. Mostly because it needs to be like 115 for me to feel hot enough to want to eat ice cream. Whatever. I'll find something at the end for the book event. I'll curl up in a nook with my old-fashioned pattern books. So I'm thinking starting next week, I have a number of, oh, well, that's fudged up. Gonna start going through my grandmother's knitting pattern magazines because I have quite a few of them, and I haven't looked at the patterns in a while, and I'm curious. So I think maybe starting next, should we do that on Saturdays? Maybe next Saturday we will start every week. We'll just take a tour through a new knitting book. Different knitting book. They're not new. They're ancient. They're from the 50s and 60s and 70s. I don't even know what I have. It's been so long since I've looked at them, so it's time to just review my collection, which I guess counts as Shop My Stash. So yep, we'll do it on Saturday as a Shop My Vintage Pattern Collection stash. Get me excited to want to knit stuff again. I love it, but it takes time, and I have so many beautiful hand knit things that actually I have to like really think about what I want rather than, I don't need to just like grow my collection. I need specific things to want to add, because my sweater drawers are busting open. There's bursting at the seams. Oh, this gold eyelet, this thread is kind of a bear to stitch with. It's gonna make such a pretty eyelet. Oh, and it gets okay. It's gonna be fun tacking the sequins down with this. Maybe I just need to rest it better. Of course, I leave my ham across the room. All these things. You'd think after doing this for 8 months I'd know exactly what I need and get it all collected, but no, still hasn't happened. Oh well. It's fine. It's all fine. Ah, this is such a sparkly eyelet. It's so gold. And fancy. Oh, neighbor, they're slamming doors again. All right, we are done sewing eyelets. This thread is too pretty to waste, so I am just going to make some decorative squiggly stitches around here because I can do what I want on my projects. Oh, don't do that. What's going on here? Alright, scrap that. We're going to knot this off. I've got knots. I've got knots, you've got knots. I don't think I'm going to sew the sequins on with this. This thread is purely decorative. Holy schnock. Oh, come on. I just need to make a knot. Alright, surgeon's knots it is. This eyelet better hold up. Okay. Oh, maybe I should, if I'm going to say terms, I should probably tell you what I'm doing. So a surgeon's knot is basically a square knot with, instead of just wrapping the thread over once, you do it like 2 or 3 times. And then you do an extra throw at the end. That was terrible. Alright, well, it's a good thing I decided to give this gold thread a go on this eyelet before I decided to tack down the sequins with it, because there might be bloodshed if I use that. And I'm going to just pin this green back down. I'll probably do that on the machine later. And then whip stitch it over by hand. We'll figure it out. We have 2 lacing strips that you can't see. Oh, my beautiful eyelets. But huzzah! Oh, so close to the end of things. I know, I thought I was going to sew these sequins on, but okay. Well, they have to get stitched down sometimes, so let's get started with this raspberry strip. I need to... What's going on here? Get back down there. Alright, folks. Let me thread a needle and see if I manage to not cry for the first time on stream, because I am terrified that this is going to be super hard, and or have gotten this far and I'm going to ruin it. Which I don't think is going to happen, but I'm having a little anxiety all of a sudden. So much so that I'm forgetting how I want to thread my needle. Yeah, we're doing that great this afternoon. I'm going to do like the cross stitch way, so I double it and then have the loop at the end, so I do not need a knot. So I can just make a little loop-de-loop here. Alright, cross your fingers. Pray to the gods of the sewing universe, to the grannies. It worked! Okay. Yeah. Okay. I wonder if I need a more firm surface than my legs to rest this on. Probably. Okay, don't get caught. Oh, right. I'm supposed to be talking instead of trying to not to be terrified. I'm just taking a little bit from the bottom, going up through the center of the sequin, and moving on to the next one. Mostly to cover up the seam. Is it going to be perfect? Yep. Whoa, this is decidedly not. Do I need to? Oh, I wonder if I should do every other side so that it lays flatter. All right, well, it's a good thing we started at the back and not at the front, so that by the time we get to the front, I'll have a better idea as to what the funk is happening. Eeks. I was hoping to. Oh, I didn't know what I was hoping. This is working out okay. So I'm just going to. Well, I need to stitch super fast to get all these sequins done. But it's hiding the seams, which is what the goal was. It's hard with all the boning and everything. Like, it's just. Let's just make it a little easier to hold. Yeah, I'll probably just pull a yellow thread for the gold because you can't really see the thread that I'm using, and that fancy gold is gonna make me pull my hair out. Ow! I've been doing so good about not hurting myself. And then the porcupines come and attack. If anybody knows of an easier way to do this, could you let me know? Not then I'll just like, this way works. This is fine. I don't know what I'm doing. How? My needles attack. I forgot which side I'm supposed to take the stitch on next. It looks like this one. Yeah, so this part, it's not taking too long, but I'm kind of glad I didn't cut the sequin yet, just in case I don't need as much of a strip as I thought I did. I kind of thought I could just do every other, but I kind of like getting it each one just in case if anything happens. Everybody's independently adhered. Sorry, the inner cat in me got distracted by noises outside again. Alright, I know this is like super exciting chesticle shot with corsets. Where's all my bots at? Though I guess I shouldn't call them. They're like gremlins, don't feed them after midnight. We're almost halfway done with the first strip. We only have how many more gajillion left to go? We're just going to keep on stitching here. Stitching through the best shot. I'm going to need to stretch after this. This project is giving me poor posture right now. I know there's probably some fancy way I could adjust the tension stitch length on my machine and do this that way. I'm terrified to be this close to the end and run the risk of feeling like I'm going to ruin my project. We're going to do it this slightly more tedious technique. Get into the hole. Alright, yep, this is going to be super exciting. I think we've got like 4 hours worth of sequining to do. Because if you think you know how long something's going to take you, add half and then add half of that much time. Especially if you've never done something before. Because trust me, it will always take longer than you originally allot. Okay, I have to at least get this one done. I need them all done. Just like in the stories with the gnomes with the cobbler, who just comes and helps cobble shoes in the nighttime. Will the sequin fairy just come and finish sewing these sequins on for me? I know, that's what I... Answer is no. I am the sequin fairy. I will sit here until all these sequins are stitched on. Ouch. I guess I could even just do white because you can't even see... Yeah, you can. I'll have to go get a yellow thread to do the gold ones. Crinkly, crinkly, crinkly too. Crinkly, crinkly, I like you. Crinkle, crinkles, crinkle, crinkles. My phone's blowing up. Wait, hold on a second. All right, until next time, don't wait until tomorrow when you can be fabulous today. And don't laugh at others unless you've laughed at yourself. All right, bye.